scientific ways to show the earth cannot be billions of years old. In 1999, this article came out in the newspaper announcing that the world's population had crossed over the 6 billion mark. If you don't know how much a billion is, don't worry about it, because Congress has no idea either. But in 1985, there were 5 billion people on planet Earth. In 1800, there was only 1 billion people here. Almost all textbooks agree, and almost all people who study this agree, there were around 1 billion people around 1800. It's just simple scientific fact. And everybody agrees the population is growing rapidly. Nobody argues with that. But the world is not overcrowded. Don't fall for that overcrowded propaganda going around the schools. The world's not overcrowded. The whole world's population today would fit inside Jacksonville, Florida, twice. That one city has 25 billion square feet. The world's not overcrowded. Have you driven across Nebraska? Or Kansas, or Wyoming, or Montana, or drive across Wisconsin? Folks, the world's not overcrowded. You got to fly out west like I do all the time. And it's not, look out the window, it's not overcrowded. Hey, if it's overcrowded where you are, move. Because lots of places are not overcrowded, okay? Figure it out. Not overcrowded, come on. But back when Jesus was here, there was about 1/4 billion people on planet Earth. 250 million. It sure looks like from the population growth curve that the whole population today started about 4,400 years ago. Well, that's interesting. The Bible teaches God made everything about 6,000 years ago. 4,400 years ago, there was a big flood. 8 people survived, Noah's family. If you start with a population of 8 people, having kids and grandkids and great-grandkids, you can get yourself a population of 5 or 6 billion in a few thousand years. Now, if you believe in evolution, you got a problem. Because you think man's been here for 3 million years. Wow. In 3 million years, the population would have grown. Right now, there would be 150,000 people per square inch. That would be crowded. No, man's not been here for no 3 million years. God told Adam and Eve, be fruitful, multiply, and replenish the earth. Have lots of kids. Fill it up. Have a big family. But Satan wants to destroy God's plan. God formed the world to be inhabited, he told us in Isaiah 45. That's why he did it, inhabit it. But we got folks like Jacques Cousteau who said we need to reduce the population of the earth. He said we need to eliminate 350,000 people a day to save Mother Earth. Ted Turner said we need a 95% decline in population levels. Okay, Ted, you first. There are some folks who would like to reduce the population to 500 million as soon as possible. They've got their grandiose plans toward a new world order with them in charge and all of us gone or slaves. But the idea is to have 500 million people. See, the Lord told the devil in the Garden of Eden, you're going to crawl on your belly and eat dust all your life. And then he said, I will put enmity between thee and the woman, between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head. Satan knows some seed of the woman's going to bruise his head. And so he's been trying desperately through all of humanity, history, trying to destroy every human being on the planet. He absolutely hates people. Remember when Herod wanted to kill baby Jesus in Bethlehem? What did he do? Slew all the children. Let's just be sure to get the right one. And Satan seems to want to kill all of humanity. And he's putting this idea into the heads of some of his followers that they need to reduce the population of the planet. We could talk for hours about that and get my CSE College Class 101 if you want a whole lot more on the New World Order plans on reducing the population, coming soon. Well, regardless of what happens to the population in the future, the fact is the chart today shows man's only been here about 3,000 or 6,000 years or less. 4,400 would fit fine with the population growth. If you go outside the city of Atlanta, Georgia, to the town of Elberton and go north about 7 or 8 miles, you'll see the Georgia Guidestones out in the middle of no place. They mine quite a bit of granite there. The Cherokees called this area the center of the earth. They thought that was the center of the earth right there. Well, a bunch of guys who don't know much said, wow, let's set up big rocks here. And they put these big rocks up there with 12 different languages on them that says the 10 commandments for the New World Order. Commandment number 1 for the New World Order is maintain humanity under 1/2 billion. They think we need to reduce the population of the planet as soon as possible. It's interesting, they ran an article here recently. They said sometime in the past, population of man went through a bottleneck. They said it dropped down to only a few thousand people about 70,000 years ago. Well, I think they're getting close to the truth. I think it dropped down to 8 people about 4,400 years ago. Yeah.